Hey everyone, Russ Frushtick from Polygon. We are here with the Wii U Gamepad, which is the primary controller for the new Nintendo Wii U console. Just talking about the device itself, in terms of the build quality, it's obviously made of plastic. It's very shiny. It picks up smudges sometimes. But in terms of the feel, it will remind you basically of a controller. It feels kind of like holding a DS or a 3DS. It's a little more comfortable because it's angled in the back here. Fits your hands nicely, but it's light, doesn't feel too cumbersome. You definitely shouldn't expect something like an iPad. This is clearly not, in terms of the design, this is clearly not as nice as like an iPad or a higher end tablet. This feels more like, you know, a game controller, effectively, but it has a screen on it. In terms of the buttons, we've got two standard analog sticks. It feels a lot like the nunchuck analog stick from the original Wii. And we've got 4 triggers here. We've got 2 that rest nicely with the trigger fingers, and then 2 on the top. In addition, there's 4 face buttons. It's pretty standard. We've seen these on a lot of controllers. That being said, the layout of the buttons is a little bit different. Traditionally, on an Xbox 360 controller, A would be at the bottom, Y would be at the top. It's arranged in a classic Nintendo fashion on the Wii U, so you'll see there's some difference here. Definitely something to keep note as you're playing games. You know, if the game asks you to hit A, it's not always in the place you expect it to be. There's also a front-facing camera. This will take pictures of you while you're playing the game. And as well, in the back, there's a stylus. Some games use these for input devices. Some games, it just makes it easier to, you know, point on the screen where you're going. So we've got the sensor up here. Some games, you can point this at the screen and allow you to aim. And down here, we've got an accessory connector. This will be used in a few games that require peripherals, whether it's a mic or anything else that certain games support. So the screen looks very sharp. You can definitely crank up the brightness, and it's definitely very bright, on par with, say, an iPad. Clarity-wise, not quite iPad level, but it's certainly better than 3DS. So here, in this case, I've got an overhead view of the action. I'm trying to run away from the other players. But being able to look down gives me a pretty big advantage because I've got the full radar on the screen below me, whereas they are stuck with a very narrow view of the action. It's a little strange because essentially I'm, you know, almost playing like a handheld game, but it's a console game. But I'm, you know, staring down. I haven't looked at the TV once. So it's definitely a kind of an alien experience. But once you wrap your head around it, it makes for a pretty unique gameplay experience, one that we haven't really seen ever. And it's very innovative. So that's a quick introduction to the Wii U Gamepad. Stay tuned to Polygon for more information on the Wii U.